one of the admonitions that people issue to writers is no tears for the writer, no tears for the reader. I both like and don't like that. It's a risky little recipe for schmaltz if you're not careful. That's not what it means. What it means is if you don't care about what you're writing about, then you can't possibly expect that the reader will care either. If you're just going out of your way to milk tears out of the reader, you're going to end up with nothing but sociables as your readers, and you won't have much of an impact because they read the same thing over and over again. But I really like to make people cry. I do. As a writer, I really like to make people cry. I like to make them laugh if I can, but comedy is hard. Bathos is easy. And I wrote a story yesterday called Desperados Waiting for the Hearse. It's been in my head since May. I knew the story part of the story, and then Guy Clark died. Guy Clark, the songwriter, if you don't know who he is, you can Google him to find out. You can Google the song Desperados Waiting for a Train, which is mentioned in the story, and is important to understanding the story, I think, but is important anyway. It's a great work of art. But I had those two pieces on May the 17th of 2016, and I've been sitting on the story ever since, waiting for the moment when I cared enough. It had made me cry all along. No tears for the writer, no tears for the reader. This story made me cry. Even before Guy Clark died, this story was making me cry. But the events this week kind of shook it loose in a way that made it even that much more important to me. And I didn't deal with the events this week. And if you don't know what the events this week are, if you're seeing this too far into the future to know what happened last week, so much the better for you, because the news is garbage. The news is the catalog of the dump, and the news last week was very dumpful, very full of garbage. But I got a story out of it that I've been waiting on for many months, and I got another chance to try to make you cry. So in preference to talking about the news, in preference to talking about Trump, I'm happy to wait to see what happens with Trump. In preference to talking about Obama or the incoming Congress or geopolitical events or the random acts of jihad occurring here, there, and everywhere, in preference to cataloging garbage every which way, I commend you to that story instead, to Desperados Waiting for the Hearse. And I challenge you not to cry. Read the story and not cry. Train dancing is everything in my mind right now, which is why I've been less than reliable about producing church, but train dancing may end up being the most important thing I'll ever do. And that story last night is a tiny little pearl on the string of pearls that I'm putting together. I hope you're having a happy new year so far. I know I am. And I'll talk to you soon when I have more to say.